Hey guys, very long time, no video complaining about our program. So today I would like to start at a point that I think some of you might be looking at, which is not necessarily second year, but an internship. In a later video, I will talk about second year once it comes a little closer, if you want to start thinking or prepping for it in any way. But for now, I'm going to focus on the internship, which some of you might actually have started this summer. I'm just going to explain the process a bit before I talk about my experience. So, as required by the School of Fashion, you must complete 400 hours of internship. When they say internship, that is an umbrella term and can include many different things. A part of this 400 hours in the fine print that you may not have read is that 100 of those hours can come from retail experience. And retail can include anything that is relevant to the fashion industry. For example, I worked at a fabric store, so 100 of those hours I could account to my internship. And the nice thing about retail is you're getting paid. So if you already have a job in this area, great, perfect coincidence. The other 300 hours, however, must be from 2 other internships that are not retail. It is not required that you do retail. It's either you do 2 different internships that cover all 400, or you do retail plus 2 different internships to equal 400. Other than the internships being either internship or retail to equal your 400 hours, they also can be paid or unpaid. And I'm sure you have gotten many emails from our lovely Audrey throughout the year, sending out different opportunities for volunteer internships and the small percentages that are jobs. You're going to find that the vast majority of internship positions are unpaid. So essentially slave labor. Pick your battles. Find something, regardless of if you're paid or not, that you will find as a valuable experience as your payment. That regardless if you get money or not, you're going to take something away from it. I was very fortunate, and the internships that I am paid in both. The first one I actually applied to at a dance studio to do their dance costume alterations. It was a total coincidence, but at the end of the interview, I was asked if X wage was okay, and I was just like, I'm getting paid. A lot of my friends who have done internships with small Toronto designers, they've done they call it light sewing and light cutting. I just to take out the jargon to make it sound not as crappy, you're just doing bitch work. I had a friend who just sewed on buttons for the entire summer and pressed collars. So it was unpaid, and in my opinion, it kind of sounded like a shitty experience. But then again, it's not always the experience that you're actively doing. You're not the one calling the shots on the looks, how they're modeled, or, if you think this color should go that. You're not necessarily like their design consultant even. You're there to shadow and observe. And it's really valuable because you can learn from their mistakes and it won't cost you anything. So it is very important to observe the smaller designers and how they work, which is a very good experience. But, don't get stuck in a cycle of it and think that your work isn't worth more. So aside from picking your internship, in order to verify these 400 hours in order to graduate, you need to use FITS, which is the Fashion Internship Tracking System. It's done all online. And how it's verified is you put all of this information about your internship when you're close to completing it, and then that information is sent to your employer who verifies it, and then boom, your hours are credited to you. There are a few different steps, however, if you are doing an unpaid internship. If you're doing an unpaid internship, you have to print off WSIB form, which is for workers' safety. Otherwise, if you have a paid position, WSIB forms are not necessary. When you have these forms completed, you turn them in to Nikki, who's the academic coordinator at the School of Fashion, or you can just email them to her with all the required signatures. Again, these WSIB forms are only required if you're doing an unpaid position. If you're doing retail or a paid position, you do not have to complete them. As for also finding internships, while Audrey's emails are very helpful to find them, feel free to look in other ways for these opportunities. You are not limited to whatever is sent through to Ryerson. I'm just going to talk about my own experience right now for internships. So again, I have done 3. I've done my 100 hours of retail at a fabric store in Lensmill Fabric Store in Cambridge, my hometown, represent. Then currently I'm in my 2 other internships this summer, and I actually started them in the beginning of the school year as well. I work as a costume seamstress at a dance academy, and I alter all their costumes. I had to measure the girls. I had to make some new costumes too out of old ones. It was a really fun job. And my other job, which I'm holding throughout the summer, is as a sewing instructor teaching teens and tweens how to sew, starting from the basics for some of them, while others have garnered up quite a bit of experience because they've been with the studio for a long time. So that's a really interesting experience too. So that's about it for what I have to say about internships. I don't know. I just have to say good luck to everybody. Get paid, make money, know what you're worth, figure out what you want to get out of these internships. You know, it's not always about monetary. It's just as much about the experience because, you know, I might be getting paid at job A, but I just have the most basic work day and I don't enjoy what I'm doing, and then vice versa, I don't get paid at all, but I love what I'm doing and I'm learning a lot of valuable things. Who knows? Anyways, best of luck, and I'll be making another second year video soon. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask those as well. Bye.